Alright, so we're back for game 2, and if you guys were to join us for this one, you missed out on a very very lopsided game with GK beating Fearless Souls 2-0, and man, Panda, it's been so far a crazy... Hey, you know what? That's crazy.
Retires coming out the gate, breaking gear and
out the gate swinging and knocking out.
Now, so if people don't know, this is Retires versus Sheeda, aka like Stago and them, one of our returning champions from Legends.
Stago won the first champs. He won the first one for our Legends. So yeah. So man, these guys actually came out the gate, started off crazy. Oh, good pull from Stago. Just pulled him across the map. He was like, yeah, no. But they came out the gate swinging and taking him out.
So honestly, with this team, you know, I'm betting on the underdogs. I want Nices and Disapprove to win this. So who do you think is going to win? Are you just voting for Stago because all the history we know of him, or are you going to you're voting for Retires, the new people?
I mean, I'm going with Retires the new people because, you know, I mean, I'm not even going to lie to you, man. I want to see some new people win some of this, you know, get a chance to win. Like, we talked about Stoop winning his very first championship. You know, he always participate. Oh, good ticket out on deposit. Yeah. But like I said, we had Snoop that he won his first one with Open House, even though it was just Open House. And, you know, it was not serious compared to this. But, I mean, you know, he finally got his first win. So, I mean, it was kind of like one of those, like, yeah, he finally get it. So with these guys, man, they're fighting against a team that we've been watching them practice. I've been watching them practice very closely week by week for the last 3 weeks. And these guys had a lot improved. They used to be a PvP. Oh, that was a nice block. Used to be an old PvP, you know, peers back in the day. Yeah. And a lot of them, they stopped playing, came back to the game like, you know, a lot of people do. Get back into Iconics. And then this team right here is the team that when they first started practicing, this is who they played very first time. And they weren't hanging on like they were like this, but they're doing a lot better. Like, it's a lot better now than they were before. And
speaking directly to the team of Retires, they even told me that, you know, they know they're not the best team coming into this game, but they're expecting their team to at least like top 5 at most. They're coming in here for fun. They want the experience of PvP pretty much. You know, they want to see what's different from back then. Because for Disapprove, he's from, you know, the league you talked about, the old league Take Notes, and they used to be an open world PvP league. And so they're just trying to see if PvP is going to be their niche, I guess.
I feel it.
And same speaking to Team Sheeda. They were respectful about it. A little bit different. They had a funny interview, you know, with the whole uwu thing.
I don't even do that. Still, you gotta tell me about that. I don't even know. And Stago's barely surviving that, getting killed. And these guys, they got one more match. Both of these teams got one more match. Retires are going to be facing a rematch with Fearless Souls, which we see in the preview night, which is a good game. And we're going to see, I guess, our like top match tonight. We're going to see GK versus Sheeda. So we're going to see what that's about. Oh, good kill from a deposit. So, and also about knockouts, Stago and Deposit was 6-2. Stago's actually 6-3. And on the other side, both of them, well, actually, I think we got Nicest with 4-6 and Disapprove struggling with 1-6. So they got a focus fire, and they're not focus firing. Like, they're doing what Fearless Souls messed up with, was trying to do 1v1s and trying to chase and stuff. But I feel like, you know, it's going to be one of those games where I feel like maybe they might have an opportunity to come back in that second game, but they probably won't until we get to the actual bracket play. I feel like the retires won't be able to get that feeling of beating these guys yet because they still need to fill them out. They only played with them a couple times. They played the Fearless Souls. They fought them like every other week. They fought them. They got a taste of some other teams like Neutralize and some of the other teams, but I feel like this team right here is tough, and the GK team is tough also too. So, that's something else. So Panda, it's 800 to 250.
They're definitely going to come back in the point game. They came on very strong in the start of this match. I thought there was going to be like closer.
They came out swinging. They came out swinging. They made a statement. They were talking about how that we got to come out here and punch these guys in the mouth, and they did. And now these guys is aware that these guys can. These guys are here to play, so they came out with it, and they were like, we got to dominate.
I'm hoping in the Note game it'll be a closer match, like because it won't matter with the kills either. It's just if the Note is up.
Yeah, it's gonna be like the Fearless Soul game, and I'm being honest. So, yeah, and they're breaking their gear for getting a 350 to 850. They can actually try to get a couple kills and try to, get a closer so it doesn't look too bad for the stats, on the stats. So, I mean, it won't look bad, but like I was talking about Fearless Souls, you guys are going to start off very, very rough in their first game in the deathmatch. And these guys actually were a little bit better in the deathmatch than they were, as we've seen before. Especially Nicest, he was, he improved a lot from the last time we've seen him.
Oh, for sure.
So, but yeah, so as it's getting close, one more knockout Winston match. They're trying to wait for them to come back together. They're just gonna finish it out. And
who do you think they should have took out first for
deposit
tires?
Oh wow! So he just roll in and get killed by the gun at the ending.
Oh.
So yeah. So Stago goes 11-5, deposit with 9-3. I want to say Nicest with 5-10, and the Disapproved with 3-10. So they kind of did really bad and shit like that.
But hopefully in the next game that we'll be going to next, knows that don't improve.
Retires versus
Ham station
the
control node
Sheeda.
enabled.
Sheeda. Yeah. We have all these teams and everything, so it's kind of hard to retire. So Deposit just got taken out. Stago looks like he's going to get a double kill, and he takes both of them out. Stago actually got 2 kills right now. So, like I said, if I was them, take focus fire on the. Actually, yeah, like I said, focus fire on Deposit because he's the staff. He's going to do a lot of range attacks. And then take out Stago. But you also gotta know Stago's gonna be pushing a lot of damage because he's hand blasters. So it's gonna be a hard combo, especially when you just especially when you just fought, like not just fought, but you've been fighting martial arts and hand blasters for like the last 2 weeks, 3 weeks. So and maybe a little bit of one-handed. So it's kind of rough to go to a team like that. Ooh, good image of deflection that deflected that damage to him. That it looked like it was a sonic shout damage right there. It was really
honestly, being a former staff player, it's definitely a hard weapon to go against, especially with the stuns. Mainly the reason why people even choose it. It's
And you think that's why he picked it because of the stuns?
I definitely think so. But the way he's playing with it now, he's just doing range. They're not even giving him the time of day. Okay, now we have.
No, that's why I say you gotta take him out. That's the guy you gotta take out because that's gonna hurt more. Because the dude that's pushing the damage, you can counter that. You can counter that like that. It was supposed to be a block break. That was discriminated. Hey, I can't even say it. Bang! I just messed up his name.
Nice.
So nice is.
So for everybody at home who don't know, discriminate is nice's, and meditation is disapprove.
Ham station control.
Okay. I was trying to figure that out. I called them wrong. Man. So yeah. But they're actually gonna be facing Fearless Souls next. Actually,
Team retires.
Yeah. So we're gonna actually be seeing the retires actually going to be playing against Fearless Soul, so we'll see that one, and then we'll have our last game probably of week 1. That's going to be later down the line. GK versus Sheeda. So that's going to be down the line. So you guys will see that later down coming up. So, but yeah, so pretty much, it's pretty much look like it's a close game right now. It looks like
they're definitely doing a lot of breaking gear, trying to get that extra.
They're just trying to get the point,
second.
And it's actually they have the lead. This is the first league. This is the first time I've seen, besides when Stago and them were doing in our power tournament. This is the first time I see somebody actually take the lead over them like this. Like they have a demanding whole league. I mean, it's still close. As you see, Stago just took him out. Deposit is in the back doing his range. Discriminate needs to focus on. He needs to focus on the other player. He just does not need to. Wow.
I think in his mind, he instead just went to the point. The player who was on the point.
Yeah, which I get. I get that. But I mean, at the same time, you still have to. Like, it is really, really serious that you have to, like, actually, like, if you're focus firing on the range guy, you need to stay with the range guy. You don't need to move around. You don't need to, like, change around. You need to focus on the range guy. You gotta, because he's doing a lot of damage. He's interrupting your flow. That's why I was like, you gotta take him out. That's interruption. And I feel like the GK team might be, whenever they get a chance to watch this, they might be able to take that and run with that. Or even if, because, this is still early in the season. The season have not,
this is just
we
qualifiers.
Still got championship. Yeah, there's still qualifiers, and these guys can still, watch film, watch how they played here.
And adapt.
And then just go back. Yeah. And then come back and try to beat them for the last time. So, but it looks like they're going to actually take the point, but now here comes Stago and trying to interrupt them from healing. And So remember how we were talking about this in the beginning, that you have to wait and group up for your teammate, right?
Yeah.
Life support control mode
I take a little bit of it back because Stogle's getting taken out,
Ham
but look
station
at this.
control mode
Is it
enabled.
full health? Deposit is going to be
Terrarium
facing
control mode enabled.
who's that? Nices? Yeah, or full life Nices. So like, you got a little bit more cushion if you do it like that. But sometimes when you got both of them and they're pushing out damage, like they were doing it earlier, it's hard to stay in it. It's hard to stay in it. So looks like
It's still
it's
this is still a game that they can definitely bring back if they're able
Yeah.
to stay alive more. Me personally, I would go after, like you said, deposit it. He'll be my mainstay.
That's you gotta take him out. He's doing a lot of I know
He's doing a lot of the damage.
I know it doesn't. Yeah, he does a lot of the damage. I know it doesn't seem like it because he's just in the back just doing
Life
black
support
breaks and
control
stuff.
mode
But
enabled.
he's interrupting your flow. Like you can't
Ham
can't
station
block.
control
You
mode
can't
enabled.
like do certain lunges and stuff. And the way, especially how these
Terrarium
guys play
control
styles
mode
are,
enabled.
that they do a lot of like fakes, a lot of jump cancels and stuff like that. That you need to be able to to block or do what you need to do, and he's taking that away. And I don't know if I heard a little bit of the interview about how these guys play styles. Nice to talk about their play style a little bit, about how these guys are a little bit tricky and try to put that against them.
Yeah.
It's hard.
It's
really
definitely
hard to
with
do that.
Dcuo. This is the one team that when anyone enters our tournament, they're kind of like the big bounty to beat.
Yes, they are. Because they know all the tricks and tricks. They be playing this 24/7. So it's like you know all the tricks and tricks, so you know what you're gonna do. And they also do break down a
Life
lot of the
support
moves.
control
Like they do
mode
some shadow
enabled.
blocking and stuff like that. So
Ham
we're gonna do some
station
behind the scenes
control
about them a
mode
little bit
enabled.
soon, so you guys can check out what their techniques is, and also
Terrarium
you guys can get
control
into it.
mode
So
enabled.
another thing also, if you want to join this, you guys can still join us. We are still allowing teams to come and join and participate. This is open to anybody. You have 2 more weeks to participate. We'll be in week 2 starting this Thursday. So if you're interested, please go in the description and also select those links down below. If you're a solo player, we'll help you find a team. And if you have a team already in mind, or you already know your league mates, or you have a league, please fill out that form and we'll get you guys into play right now. So
You don't want to miss out.
Dago, yeah, you don't want to miss out. Especially you can win up to $5 bill. Come on,
Yeah, you can win up to
that's a
5
lot.
bill. Also, we got different things. MVP as well, 300 mil. There's always there's a prize for you.
Life support control node
Yes,
enabled.
exactly. So,
Ham
but it
station
looks
control
like
mode
it's a
enabled.
very close game. I mean, I told you these point games are very
Terrarium control
close.
mode
It's just
enabled.
you got if you're like they're down 200 points. If they can hold a point for 2 team wipes, they just gotta wipe the Sheeda twice. They can win this game. I
You know, honestly,
promise you, they can win
I
this game.
definitely think they want this node to go away and turn into a deathmatch because it'll give them more space to work around with.
For Sheeda, or you're talking about for the
I
retire?
think for retires because like they can't really keep track of the node. It's
No,
like they're falling
I mean
into the
you
bait
can't
of
keep
falling
tapping it.
off of the deposit, like both of them going after it, and then Stago just sneaking around to go back on the node.
But like I said, if you want, okay, for them, yes, they will want a death match because that could keep them back
Life
in there,
support
and then they can
control
they can try to
enabled.
fight for that control for that middle. But at the same
Terrarium
time, you
control
don't
mode
want to
enabled.
you don't want to be stuck trying to like you don't want to be stuck in a situation where the point is gone and you're getting wiped, and then they got full control of the middle. So it's a tricky game about that death match, and I said that it only works. It only really benefits the lead, more or less. Oh, another team wipe than that. So, well, we're gonna get to our last game for our day 1,
Let's have a look
which
at them stats
is
as well. Like,
oh yeah. So let's talk about that, which is really been
honestly,
wild.
I think
With Stagger with 11 and 9.
oh, hold on, they're still
And
fighting for the last thing.
yep.
We got Disapprove coming out, trying to manage the point.
I mean, the point's gone now. Oh, that's it. So
back
at
to the
the ending.
stats. So I was gonna say before they were continuing fighting that I think Staggo so far is gonna have the best KD of. He's gonna be like the top. So far in both games, I believe he was positive.
Yes.
Going 12 and 10. I don't remember we went on the last games, but you guys will see that on the screen. Honestly, they all did solid. Like it's just.
It was still. I mean, well, they got one more match for the retires. Got one more match of the night. They go against Fearless Souls. So I think this is a good warm up for that. Fearless Souls had a tough match too. So these two teams had two tough matches, and it's this one a little bit more lopsided than the other one, but I think they're gonna have a little bit better of advantage than Fearless Soul will. And but
I
we'll
think
have to
in
see
those,
next.
honestly, it'll be more of a tie game.
Yeah, it's gonna be very close. It's gonna be neck and neck. So yeah, it's gonna be really close. So if you're going to be stopping watching this video, thank y'all for watching. If you're gonna continue watching our day 1 coverage of the Elite Series Iconic Tournament, it's our last game of the match. Of the night. Last game of the night, which is Fearless Souls versus Retires. The sneak peek is actually gonna be live, so let's see who's gonna be doing it. So remember last time we seen the sneak peek, how close it was. Let's see if it's gonna be as close as it is for the final. So we'll catch you guys after this.
Commercial break.
After this video. It's the end of the video. So after this video.